players who spent tons of time in the league, Brent.
And these guys know each other so well, BA. Whether it's this team or playing on other teams, they've seen these faces. They recognize the moves. We'll see tonight who can outthink the other.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Book. Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5. Now here's Ayton. Outside Booker. Pass to Paul. To the inside. Outside for Booker. Just 5 on the clock. And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And the ball out of play. The Clippers will have it.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
Leonard outside. Lets it go from deep. Hits a three-pointer.
You give him a nice pass, there's a good chance Kawhi Leonard's going to bury a shot like that.
About a minute played here so far in the first. Bridges outside. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
Outside Wall. Pass to Morris. Leonard outside. Going inside. Stolen by Bridges. Almost 2 minutes into the first here. Takes the 3. No luck on that one. The Clippers go the other way with it. Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, that's moving them well into the right direction.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Ayton. And that misses. That would have put him up.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Leonard against Bridges. George outside. Three-pointer. He drops it from range.
Well, go ahead and try to stop Kawhi Leonard, and he'll just move the ball to the open man.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Bridges. Crowder, a screen on Leonard. Bridges passes to Crowder. Ayton with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Drills it from deep. Ayton's got 5 points.
DeAndre Ayton happy to shoot at that range. Nice stroke.
Outside Wall. Leonard on the wing. The kick out to Morris. For 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now here's Crowder. Inside. Oh, George with a steal. And it's the Clippers on the break. Moving it up. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist from Morris. He's got 5.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Ball against Paul. Down low. Ayton. It's rebounded by Morris. The Clippers in the lead. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Pass to George. Leonard for 3. Here's Zubac. Now here's Morris. Outside Wall. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Now here's Paul. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Booker against George to end the run. Booker no good. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Leonard outside. Zubac screen. The three is up. Shot by Leonard, no good. Bridges right side. Pass to Ayton. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
And so in the game for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the three. Pass to George. Now Morris launches a three. Here's Zubac, and it's slammed in by Zubac.
Oh my, what a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
For three, Bridges. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize. And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
Right side, Paul. Up top, Ayton. Zubac with the steal. Leonard outside. From outside the arc. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in the game. And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, B.A., it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
Leonard passes to George. There's the triple. Crowder grabs the miss.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Bridges misses. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. And the big finish by Wall.
Getting up and finishing with muscle. Love seeing Wall attack the basket with ferocity.
Phoenix calls timeout. The Suns have gone 0 for 4 in the second quarter. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Paul for 3. Bridges. Phoenix no good that time either.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself. And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brent.
Yeah, B.A., with all of that experience, he's able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
Good contest. Can't let him have open shots from mid-range.
Pass to Zubac. Stolen by Ayton. In transition, here come the Suns. To stop the drought. Bridges passes to Crowder. The kick out to Paul. Here's Ayton. Back to Paul. Crowder finds Ayton. Shot clock at 5. To the paint. Oh, deflected. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. For Los Angeles, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Leonard with a screen on Payne. Leonard outside. This one for 3. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
Came into the league and struggled from the three-point line. Kawhi Leonard has made his weakness a strength. That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Here's Leonard. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. The Clippers have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. And the Clippers miss again.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, L.A. is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Here's Kennard. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target. He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it.
Powell outside. Pass to man. Kennard outside. From behind the arc. The shot misses. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in command with a 13th. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Without question, Kawhi Leonard displaying his skills today.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
We've got Luke Kennard, Nicholas Batum out there with Terrence Mann. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. It's Covington on the wing. Kennard outside. From deep. The long distance 3 is buried. And the Clippers lead by 14.
That's impressive stuff as Kennard was out there from deep.
There's a screen. Payne, the pass to Saric. Back to Payne. Here's Shamet. Fires for 3. Covington grabs the board.
I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Powell against Payne. Pass to Lee. Saric down low, covered by Covington. Fades and shoots. No luck on that one.
I have no idea why he went with the fadeaway there. The defense was nowhere near him, and he should have just kept it simple.
Kennard can't get it to go. Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
Pass to Batum. Back to Powell. Kennard on the wing. From outside the arc. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Here's Shamet. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
And Saric, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
Here's Mann. Kennard on the wing. Out to Covington. Powell passes to Batum. Fires the three. And the Clippers miss again.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Payne against Powell. Now here's Payne. He's covered closely. Good. And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
Lets it go from deep. That one is off. And Phoenix the other way now. A minute 35 left in the third. Pass to Shamet. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Batum gets the bucket.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Saric, high post. Here's Shamet, defended by Kennard. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And already at such a young age, Landry Shamet considered one of those critical role pieces for a very good team. Sky's still the limit for where he can get to.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. And the Suns will go for a different look here. Ayton, he's checked in for Saric. Crowder comes in for Johnson. Mikal Bridges checked in for Lee. And it's Paul in for Payne. To the middle. Oh, George with a steal. And a deep three from Leonard. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 5 rebounds in the game. For 3, Bridges buries it from 3. Bridges has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
The smart play. Wait and take the final shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Here's Paul. Back to Shamet. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Clippers ahead, up by 8. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter when we return. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so in the game for the Suns, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Paul against Wall. And Paul gets it to go.
Was Paul not afraid to go inside, play amongst the trees, and still find a way to score?
Up top, Wall. Pass to Zubac. And here is Morris. Back to Zubac. Out to Leonard. Three-pointer. The Suns clear it. Outside Booker. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Takes the three. And he converts the layup.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
Paul against Wall. George right side. Leonard on the wing. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Outside Booker. Shot from the top of the key. Offensive board. Here's Ayton. Oh, and a dunk by Ayton.
How about Ayton going up there and showing off a little bit of his skill with the half turn?
Now here's Wall. And he's going for the oop here. Stolen by Bridges. Ayton against Wall. Ayton passes to Paul. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Here's a three from Paul. Paul George pulls it in. The Clippers have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Paul against Wall. Out to Leonard. Three-pointer. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Crowder outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Booker. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Good idea with the fadeaway, but the defense was just all over it.
George, no good. The Suns have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Ayton finds Bridges. No good on the 3. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Morris. Out to Leonard. Jacks up a 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 8 now. Booker with it. Guarded now by George. Bridges passes to Booker. Back to Bridges. Left side Booker. Let's go with a 3. No good that time. And Los Angeles the other way now.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up in a strong showing for the Clippers.
Well, they were focused on being productive at the arc tonight.
And it ended up paying off big time. Just an overwhelming performance.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Kawhi Leonard.
It was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Loved it. The guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Here's a 3 from Paul. Paul George pulls down the board. And it's the Clippers ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Leonard for 3. Crowder grabs the miss. Here's a 3 from Paul. And the Suns miss again. George, a deep three. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. Stolen by Wall. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's foul number 2 for him. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.
basketball fans, you've got Clark. The focus tonight has to be on the front court matchup. It figures to be a battle of big men down low.
Well, you know, Kevin, no question about it. These are two very talented teams in the post. I mean, each used to owning the advantage in the paint, and I'm very interested to see the chess match inside tonight.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. And it's Ayton in at the center. Now here's McDaniel. He's guarded closely. Russell passes to Gobert. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Bridges inside. Edwards defending. The pass to Paul. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Edwards. McDaniels in the post. Defended by Paul. Towns kicks to Edwards. He dishes it to Gobert. No good that time. Some solid defense from Ayton. Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
Edwards. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Here's Johnson. Kicks it out to Booker. Pass to Paul. Tries again. That shot missing.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Now here's Booker. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Yeah, he was just a skosh late on the contest. That's going to be a goaltend for sure.
The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Edwards, a screen on Paul. Russell finds Edwards. Jacks up a 3. Drills it from outside. Edwards got 5 now.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the 3 consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Ayton sets the pick for Bridges. Oh, Ayton in position. Edwards against Booker. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Now here's Paul. We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter of the game. Gobert with the block. Towns, the pass to Gobert. And they call the foul, so he's got... And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the official...
The previous play is under review.
Constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow...
The ruling on the floor stands.
And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Edwards passes to Gobert. Outside, Russell. Back to Gobert. And the rejection by Ayton.
tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
And they get it back. Paul can't get it to go. Outside, Towns. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Goodness, Mikal Bridges, thundering slam off the bounce.
Here's Edwards. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Takes a step back. For 3, Booker. Minnesota with the rebound. Here's Edwards. And he goes big with the dunk right over Mikal Bridges.
We've got liftoff here, folks. Once Edwards sprints past the defense, it is an absolute wrap.
Ayton dishes to Paul. Bridges outside. No good on the triple. And here is McDaniel. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. It's Edwards on the wing. Corner shot. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take so far in the Timberwolves?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. And here's Booker from the arc. And it's sent back by Russell. Edwards looking it over. The kick out to Towns. Pass to Russell. Back to Towns. Goes back up. It's deflected.
This is where Bridges' wingspan is a factor, allowing him to reach out and get a piece of that shot.
Dishes it to Johnson. Towns with the steal. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And finished off by Gobert.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here's Booker. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
Here's Gobert. An easy 2 points on the layup. Gobert's got the lead up to 13 now for the Timberwolves.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
Paul passes to Ayton. Now here's Paul. Driving to the basket. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
You know, for a player that's a bit undersized, he's still compactly built. Chris Paul driving the lane, knows how to angle his body, change his release point. Whatever he has to do, he'll do it in order to get his shot off.
Russell kicks to Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Over in the corner, McDaniels. 6 to shoot. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Booker the pass to Bridges. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Bridges has got 5 now.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable, taking and making his share of threes.
And they double up Russell. Shot clock at 6. Here's Edwards. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Johnson. Suns trail by 8. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second-chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Towns sets the pick for Edwards. The kick out to Towns. And again, the turnover by the Timberwolves.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. 6-point game. Booker outside. The 3. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're really hustling, working hard. And those hustle points are showing up on the scoreboard.
And you can't turn it over against this team. That's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing the results of that.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota.
Prince can really elevate now. He plays much bigger than 6'7", and we just saw an example of that there.
Paul kicks to Bridges. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Timberwolves leading by 9. Here's McLaughlin. 26 seconds left in the second quarter. It's stolen by Sharks. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. Okogie misses.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
And it goes down 2 points. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Well, I like this from Okogie. I mean, still refining his perimeter game so he makes his presence felt inside.
Good if it goes. The shot will not fall. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
15.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
They've got Kyle Anderson. He's out there with Green. And it's Noel in at the 2. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Here's Sharch. Nice fake with the layup off the mark.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Passes to Noel. Here's McLaughlin. Payne covering. Just 5 to shoot. From downtown. And Kyle Anderson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Suns trail by 11.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
McLaughlin, the pass to Reed. Here's Noel. And there's the call on Dario Saric. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. And McLaughlin gets it to go. And for the Timberwolves, Clark, getting the #1 pick in the 2020 draft certainly helped their turnaround.
Yeah, that's rocket fuel when you're trying to move up, and they got a good one, a special one in Anthony Edwards. That guy is going to help them take major strides forward. This is an organization clearly on the rise.
Noel passes to Anderson. Got a hand on it. Saric outside. Lee with the ball. Guarded now by Prince. Back to Saric. Now Payne. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Just 5 on the clock. Here's a Kogi. Reed with the block. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Timberwolves leading by 13. Here's McLaughlin. From the arc. Hits it from three-point range. McLaughlin's got 5 points so far.
Not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
Now here's Payne. Defense is right there. Here's Anderson, and finished off by Anderson.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends, steals and fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Yep, it counts.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
McLaughlin, the pass to Reed, and good. Got the English that time as it falls. Reed's got his first 2 points.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Off the left rim and out. Timberwolves leading by 16. Here's Noel. Misses the three. On the wing, Lee. No points in the game yet for him. Craig, good.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here's McLaughlin. 46 seconds left in the third quarter. 6 to shoot. Prince outside. Lets the three fly. Payne grabs the board. Suns trail by 13. And the pass to Okogie. Wing shot on the way. And that one goes long. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Timberwolves. They led by as many as 18 points. Nailed from three-point land.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
The Suns have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Now here's Payne. He's tightly guarded. Here's Reed. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in command with a 16-point lead as the Bucks. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Lee out there with Torrey Craig. Then there's Cameron Payne. Then it's Dario Saric, and it's Okogie in at the 2 spot.
Not sure how he gets that pass off. I thought for sure he was going to pull the trigger.
Here's McLaughlin. Payne covering. Anderson passes to McLaughlin. Kicks it out to Prince. Lee with the steal. Floats it up for Saric. Reed with the block. From past the arc. He can't get it to go. Suns trail by 14. Here's Payne. Takes it inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
Pass to Noel. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Craig. Another one falls for Phoenix. Timberwolves leading by 10. Pass to Noel. Launches a 3. Sinks the triple.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Out to Saric. Pass to Okogie. Saric inside. Guarded by Reed. The shot by Saric. No good.
Yeah, look at me.
McLaughlin, the pass to Reed. Here's Noel. Prince outside. That 3 off the mark. Suns trail by 13. And it's Payne in the corner. Back to Lee. Kicks it to Payne. And the Suns call time.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. So for the Suns, a moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. He told them flat out, we are turning the ball over too much, guys. We can't keep making the hero ball play. Slow it down, run the offense, and make the safe pass. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks. Minnesota leads by 11. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Booker against Edwards. Booker, right side, back to Paul. And Booker kicks to Paul. Driving in, Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Edwards finds Gobert, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Edwards. Booker knocks it away. Bridges left side. Beyond the arc. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Little to no chance they're able to overcome this deficit. Going to be a good victory for the Timberwolves.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Rudy Gobert.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight, a force on both ends.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Ayton, the pass to Bridges. Lets it go with the 3. And again, it's the Suns missing. It's Gobert with the ball for the Timberwolves. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Now the pass to Russell. 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. For three, Bridges connects from three-point range.
Oh, such a good shooter in general. The pull-up jumper is something Bridges has been working on.
And a deep three from Russell. Off on that one. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
is the type of game the fans really get up for. So do we, and the players as well.
Yeah, we all can't wait. These are the types of games you mentally circle on the calendar. And it's a test for the teams to see how championship ready they might be.
Here are the 5 for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the center spot. And it's Brooks missing. Crowder outside. Now here's Paul. Pass to Ayton. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And this is CP3's game. He's all about trying to get his teammates involved.
Outside Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Now here's Paul. Back to Booker. On the wing, Crowder. 5 to shoot. Pulls up, high post. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes.
If there's one guy in the league who's never going to give up on the mid-range shot, it's Booker. If the D gives it to him, he'll take it.
If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
Now here's Brooks. From deep, Morant knocks down the long J. Morant's got 5 now.
I like this play. Good teamwork. You don't want to force Morant to do everything himself.
Paul passes to Booker. (19-footer). The rebound by Jackson. Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smitty.
BA, no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Morant. The shot no good, and Phoenix will come the other way. Booker with it. Jackson in his pocket. Back to Booker. Launches it. Gets the 3 to fall. 5 points in the game.
A legit sniper from downtown. Booker rises up with such ease from beyond the arc.
Morant against Paul. Brooks, the pass to Bane. Just 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
When you need to get 3 points right back, Desmond's the man you want on the job.
And there's 1:45 left in the first quarter. Ayton finds Paul. Crowder outside. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Morant against Paul. Outside Morant. 1:27 left in the first quarter. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Crowder, the pass to Booker. Pass to Paul. 6 to shoot. And the foul on Steven Adams. That's his first foul.
I don't know what he was thinking about there. Easy over the back call.
This is why we talk about carving out position rather than trying to sneak in. You've got to be willing to put in the work.
They get it back. Here's Ayton.
On D, Adams is so intimidating, using his size well to affect the shot.
And it's Brooks missing.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
We all know he's a good shooter. But from that distance, I don't think so.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Now here's Paul. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Crowder outside. The 3 ball. Adams grabs the miss. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Brooks finds Adams. Outside Morant. Brooks outside. Outside Bane. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Memphis. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. Back after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the center position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Denied by Morant.
Flying around the court, Morant can block shots both on ball and in help.
There's Jackson with the 3. Knocks down the triple. Jackson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Aside from the rim runners in this league, most bigs are now asked to help stretch the floor.
Bridges passes to Aiden. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Yeah, this is where Aiden's comfortable operating, using his height and array of inside moves to his advantage.
And here's Morant outside. Knocks it down from distance. Morant's got 11 points.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Knocks it loose. Stolen by Bane. In transition, here they come. Here's Brooks. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bane read the defense perfectly. And some will remember that Desmond Bane was the last pick in the first round in the 2020 draft, which is something he has used as motivation over the years.
You know, it's clear now that teams are kicking themselves for not picking Bane earlier in the draft.
B.A., the reason why he's proven that he can be a huge part of the rotation, a lights-out three-point shooter and rugged defender, a player any team would love to have.
Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. You think more of those should be no calls, Grant?
You know, B.A., courage is the right word. If you're willing to step in there and sacrifice your body for the sake of the team, you know what? If you don't give them a charge, I'd prefer the no call. I like that idea.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that hot.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
Now here's Booker. And Booker with the jam.
An explosive offensive force. When Booker has the chance to slam it, he takes full advantage.
Outside Morant. Jackson the screen. Inside. Pass to Adams. Now here's Morant. Shoots. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
And I'm going to give him a lot of credit because he saw what he was up against and he was undeterred.
Now here's Morant. 13 points in the game. Pass to Bain. Beyond the arc. The shot no good. And Phoenix the other way now. To the inside. Here's Ayton. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Yes, solid inside play by Ayton. Staying strong and taking the foul while still putting up a shot.
Memphis leading. 1:46 left in the first half. Morant finds Bain. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Bain's got 6 points.
Efficient from range. Desmond came into the league with a sharp three-point shot.
Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
Here's Morant. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The ability to stop and start, change pace. Morant's a handful off the dribble.
It's both from the stripe.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
The Suns have gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Paul against Morant. Goes up from the top of the key. Paul shot is off. Memphis has gone 3 of 4 from outside so far in the second quarter. And Morant good for 3. 18 points for him.
Smooth shot from Ja Morant. Coach has to love that confident play.
Bain against Booker. Out to Bridges. Good work defensively by Brooks.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
Morant against Paul. Back to Bain. Pass to Morant. And here's Brooks. The 3 is up. And Booker pulls it down. And here's the fast break. Bridges passes to Booker. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And out of bounds. The Suns will take it. There's 6 seconds left in the second period. An open look for Booker. Here's Ayton. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies.
The Suns, 19.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
And so in the game for the Suns, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Williams. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
Payne against Jones. Back to Payne. Sinks that one from the post. Here's Jones. Pass to Conchar. Here's Clark. Here's Conchar from deep. Sinks it from distance. Conchar's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Payne finds Saric. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
When you're trying trying to cut into a lead, you can't afford that kind of mistake.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's Conchar. And he recovers it. Williams on the wing. Outside, Green. 6 on the shot clock. Drops in the 3. And the Grizzlies lead by 19.
A tremendous floor spacer. Danny Green has that sniper's mentality.
It's Shamet on the wing. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Pass to Conchar. Back to Jones. Here's Conchar on the wing. Green. Clock at 6. And here's Jones from downtown. Rebounded by Johnson. Williams against Payne. There's the screen by Johnson. Down low. Oh, they get a hand on it. Green with the ball. Picked up by Saric. Jones from outside. Gets the 3 ball to go. Jones has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Left side, Williams. No good on the triple. Any hope of coming back to win this game looks near impossible.
I know. The way things have gone so far, hard to imagine. B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. And the Grizzlies with possession here. Coming off a Suns make. Pass to Conchar. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 is up. The shot comes out. Now the Suns take it the other way. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. There's the screen by Johnson. Here's Shamet. Now Saric. There's the 3. Jones grabs the board. Pass to Green. Clark with the screen. Back to Jones. Outside, Williams. Off target from outside. The Suns have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Here's Shamet. Right side, Johnson. The Grizzlies pull it in. On the wing, Jones for 3. Drops in the 3. Jones has got 6 points in the quarter.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Johnson a screen on Jones. Here's Payne. Jones grabs the board. Here's the Grizzlies with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run to the paint. And the basket by Clark.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
A uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
The shot by Payne, no good.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And so it's Memphis up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Ja Morant.
And it's easy to see why they keep getting it to him. He keeps getting after it on the offensive end and putting in that work. He's been getting good looks and shooting the ball efficiently all night.
Hey, these fans love him so much, and when he gets it going, they respond. The crowd's energy fueled his performance. We've got Brandon Clark. Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then there's Danny Green, and it's Williams in at the 4. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Now here's Williams. Jones up top. He's guarded by Paul. And here's Clark for 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
Here's Booker. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
An active shooter. Booker is clever at finding ways to attract fouls on the way up.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
They've been lights out from three-point land in this one. The defense hasn't been effective at stopping them, so they have just stuck with the game plan.
Yeah, and their team-first approach is another thing you have to like. And they've had great ball movement and are getting a lot of points off assists.
Now here's Green. And here's Jones. Pass to Conchar. Back to Jones. 4-3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Paul passes to Crowder. Now here's Booker. Fader on the way. They get it again. Second chance effort. Ayton, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Clark finds Jones. Outside, Williams. From deep 3-point range. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Crowder. Pass to Ayton. Fires from deep. Grizzlies with the rebound. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Outside, Williams. And again, Memphis no good. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. 3-pointer, Bridges. Jones grabs the board. Memphis has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the 4th. Clark with it. Green for 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And it's Crowder missing. And here's Memphis now. Here in the 4th, they've allowed just 4 points.
We've seen him make that shot, but not all that often.
It's the kind of shot that gives hero ball a bad name and causes your coach to consider another line of work.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Grizzlies.
Their transition game was the standout for me. Created a lot of extra pressure pushing the ball.
I agree. They took control of the tempo and were really dictating the terms of the game.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Ja Morant.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down. Just not feeling it from beyond the arc. Sometimes that happens. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Crowder inside, working on Williams. For 3, Bridges. The kick out to Paul. The 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Outside, Green from deep. It's not going to go for him. And Phoenix the other way now. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Fantastic decision making. Ayton electing to move it for the high percentage look.
No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Clark with a screen on Paul. Back to Jones. From deep three-point range. Doesn't go that time. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
have a throwback battle on our hands, Greg. These two teams take pride in their defense.
No doubt, these are some tough-nosed, gritty, physical defenses, and we're not going to see many easy buckets. Both sides are going to make you work.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point guard. 4 on the shot clock. Morris, no good. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Phoenix. To the middle. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Monty Williams. Well, there's no question this team can shoot the ball, and that's the philosophy he's instilled here. The long-range shooters they've got, he wants them to move the ball from one side of the floor to the other, and then take that first open look that's available. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Suns on offense.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
Booker against George. This is it to Zubac. And the rejection by Ayton. In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They've been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir.
And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Leonard, the pass to Morris. No good with the triple. Crowder inside. Leonard's there. Crowder finds Ayton. Back to Crowder. Pass to Booker. Shot clock at 5. Shot from the wing. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Outside, George. Back to Wall. He takes it in.
Oh, yes! And you can tell he put a lot of practice into that one. Wall's always ready to break out something slick if he's got the time and space.
Now here's Paul. Down low. The fader. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Well, some trips you get the shot you want.
Oh, I see you, big fella.
Can you believe that?
When he took off, I was not expecting that.
Oh.
And hustle paying off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Buries the long-range jumper.
And in college, Leonard was a 25% shooter from 3. Boy, how times have changed.
Now here's Paul with the drive and the rejection by Zubac. George against Booker, and George kicks to Leonard. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Ayton a screen on George. Booker the pass to Ayton. Misses from short range. Here's the Clippers. They're rolling here with the 9-point run. Leonard with no one around. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Leonard's got 7 points in the game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Paul dishes to Bridges. There's the triple. They get it back.
7'1" wingspan. Bridges plucking the rebound and then generating points for the team.
Ball against Wall. Outside Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Outside for George. Launches it. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Here's Booker. Good. Booker's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Crafty play by Booker inside, navigating to a point-blank look at the basket.
Leonard against Bridges. And it's Leonard missing. Bridges inside. And that does it for the first quarter. Los Angeles on top, up by 5.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
So for the Clippers right now, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1 spot. Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Wall against Paul. To the paint. Here's Ayton. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Ayton's got his first points in this one.
Sharp find by Paul, one of the best passers of all time.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Outside, George. Back to Zubac. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And Greg, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Here's Booker. Following the basket by John Wall. Shoots it. Booker, no good.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
And George kicks the Wall. Takes the 3. Crowder pulls it in.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
No good from Booker. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Outside, Wall. Outside for George. Shoots the 3. Good on the triple. And now an 8-point Clipper lead.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
Now here's Paul. He's still scoreless so far in this one. With 3, Booker. Rebound by the Clippers. Morris has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And here's Wall outside. Crowder pulls it in. Crowder's got 4 rebounds now tonight. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Just simply automatic. Once that ball is in Paul's hands, he is ready to fire off a shot.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Chris Paul picks up that one.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action, bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
Now here's Paul.
2 minutes remaining.
Booker in the corner.
2 minutes.
That one, no good. George with the defensive effort. Wall against Paul. Wall passes to Leonard. The pass to George. 6 on the shot clock. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. George has got the lead up to 9 now for the Clippers. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Booker outside. For 3. A shot missing. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. And stolen by Booker. Deflects the pass. George with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. And here's Leonard from 3. Hits the three-point bomb. And now a 12-point Clipper lead.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
And the wide open shot from Crowder. And right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Leonard, no luck. Phoenix has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And Booker kicks to Bridges. Offline with his 3. Clippers leading by 9. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Out to the wing. Passes it to Leonard. Rebound by the Suns. Crowder's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Bridges. Now Paul. Pops it up. And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Saric. Now here's Jackson. Lays it up off the glass. Jackson's got his first basket. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
And talking about Dario Saric, a role player, Richard, who does whatever is asked of him.
Yeah, those are the players that you need. You want a guy that doesn't care if he's starting or coming off the bench. This is a guy that just wants to win, and his selfless attitude helps serve as a catalyst for this team.
Now here's Jackson. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. The wing jumper off target.
Got a good look there, but just not able to hit from the mid-range.
Saric passes to Lee. Over Jackson. No good from Lee. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Suns trail by 8. Lee kicks to Shamet. Kennard with the rebound.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
Outside for Jackson. 5 on the clock. Wide open. It's hauled in by the Suns. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Shamet. Phoenix no good that time either. Los Angeles leading by 8. And there's the foul. It'll go on Lee. That is his first foul of the game. Jackson with it. Pass to Kennard. Here's Mann. Back to Kennard. Kicks it out to Covington. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. For Phoenix, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Now here's Payne. He's guarded closely. Out to Lee. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Here's Kennard. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Covington against Saric. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was last touched by Lee. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Back to Payne. It's tipped. Stolen by Jackson. And here's the break. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. And it's the Suns with the ball. After the Clippers pick up 2. Here's Saric, and slam dunk by Saric.
And you have to get Saric out of the paint. Once he's inside, he's ready to take it home.
Outside, Wall. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And you got to respect Wall's tenacity. This is a player who hasn't let injury slow him down. He always puts in a big effort and just pushes himself to give his all.
And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Now here's Booker. Takes a 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Morris has got his 6th rebound on the night. And then George with the jam.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The pass to Paul. Top of the key. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Now, I understand that shot didn't go down, but they will take that look every trip down the floor.
And here's Leonard from 3. And that one is off. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. 13 points up at the end of the period.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. Here's ball. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. It's stolen by Morris. George looking over the floor. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here.
Clippers ball.
And here is Los Angeles now. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points.
And the length and quick feet allow Bridges to match up defensively against almost anyone on the floor.
Well, Phoenix shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. On the wing, Booker, defended by George. For three. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Ball against Bridges. And Wall kicks to Leonard. Right side, Wall. Clock at 4. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And stolen by Ayton. Kicks it out to Booker. Outside, Crowder. Over Morris. And it comes off the front of the rim. And it's Wall with the ball for Los Angeles. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Now, here is Morris. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Morris has got his first 3 points of the game.
And dangerous in that catch-and-shoot game. In fact, anytime Morris can square up, he's a lot more consistent.
Booker, good. Clippers leading by 15. Now, Wall. Morris outside from past the arc. Hall grabs the board. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Booker with no one around, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. And here's Wall. Inside. Down low. George against Booker. A nice shot by George.
Nice play by George. This is what size on the wing gives you, the option to pick your spot anywhere on the floor.
Booker dishes to Crowder. Back to Booker. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Clippers leading by 14. Got a piece of it. Paul with the steal. To the inside. Looking for Ayton. He gets it in there. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And the impressive reach of Ayton. Lob it up his way, and he'll take care of the rest.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. And George with the stuff.
And a little verticality there from George, not to mention the timing between those two on the alley-oop.
And here's Booker from the arc. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Booker against George. Out to Morris. The 3. The Clippers keep it alive. Outside Leonard. Clock at 6. That one a little long. Well, with the basket here, they could get back to within single digits. Ayton, the pass to Booker. Paul outside. Lets it go from the wing. Rebound by the Clippers. Now here's Wall. Passes it to Morris. Now here is George. From deep. Unable to get that one.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. This is...
afraid to run offense through their bigs, Grant. Talk about the value of being able to do that.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it just speaks to how both teams can beat you in multiple ways of playing. I think it can lead to higher percentage looks with the bigs running the offense. You can strike a nice balance between inside and out, which coaches are preaching right now.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the 1. Now here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, defense has no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
Bridges outside. It's Booker on the wing. The 3. Phoenix no good that time either. Stolen by Ayton. Booker with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Bridges against Gobert. Here's Edwards. There's the drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender. Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent, elite defenders in the game.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Towns on a screen. Russell the pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Towns has a 7'4" wingspan. If he gets off the floor, good night.
Endorsed with Gobert, it still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And B.A., at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Crowder with a steal. Up top, Bridges. Outside, Paul. Five on the clock. No good with the triple. Outside, Russell. Tipped and stolen by Bridges. Outside, Paul. That one's wide left.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Edwards can't hit.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Towns passes to McDaniels. Ooh, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Suns trailing. And it's Paul off the drive. Second shot opportunity. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in the game. Free throw is good from Russell. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Now here's Paul. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Ayton with a screen. Crowder with it. And it's Gobert picking him up. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Unbelievable explosion. Shows a great burst to the rim and extends over the taller defender.
Paul passes to Crowder. Ayton, the screen on Towns. And he's gone for the lob. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Here's Edwards. The ball's knocked loose. Pass to Towns. Fires the 3. The Suns clear it. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Ayton passes to Booker. Wide open look. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
Tries it from the top of the key. Here's Paul. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The T-Wolves on top. They're up 7. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
The most consistent attack on offense so far has been the mid-range jump shot. We'll see if they can keep that rolling.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Russell in at the 1 spot.
Well, he tries to answer with a 3 of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
Soft touch off the glass. Edwards has got 13.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out. Well, you consider D'Angelo Russell and the fact that he's been a part of multiple organizations. Obviously, he has been a frequent trade piece. The one question is, can he stick with one franchise and establish some success?
Out of bounds, the Timberwolves will take it. And at this point, they're loving this big lead.
Absolutely. And they haven't really faced a lot of resistance.
Paul passes to Crowder, and the shot's good.
Night after night, game after game, Chris Paul understands where to put the ball and when. Nicely done.
Well, his trade activity says something about how desirable Russell is as a player.
I think he's a guy any team could want on their roster because of his scoring capabilities. Very capable of huge nights in the NBA, but the other aspect that's so important, his ability as a setup guy.
Minnesota has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter, and it's McDaniels off the drive.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
It's just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
Here's Crowder, and it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Edwards, and Edwards slams it in.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play, and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Now here's Crowder. Back to Booker. Over Edwards. Booker no good.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Edwards against Booker. Shot is good by Edwards. You know, some have said those old school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. You see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, you can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
Well, great skill level in the game right now.
No question.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Now here's Paul. Puts it up. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one.
To me, you've got to run this guy off his shots. Jay Crowder is a good catch-and-shoot jump shooter.
Towns for 3. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 3 assists in the game.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Paul from deep 3-point land.
Put it back up. You're open.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Russell finds Edwards. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
Anthony Edwards just reading what the defense giving up. Gets to his mid-range game right there.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Now here's Crowder. Takes it inside. Pass to Bridges. 6 to shoot. Booker for 3. Towns with a rebound.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And here's Crowder from the arc. That shot is off. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Edwards for 3. Can't get it to go. 10 for 13 on the game. Phoenix has gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Booker. And he banks in the layup.
Well, you've got to be, as a guard, calm and in control on the interior. Devin Booker, so much confidence in his game.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Outside Edwards. Puts up a 3. He drops it from range. Edwards got 25 points.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Pass to Aiden. Launches a 3. He can't get it to go. Anthony Edwards has been on.
Your Suns, 10. The Timberwolves, 33.
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Now here's Paul. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Paul's gotten his second bucket.
Working inside, Chris Paul has the ability to outsmart the opposition and makes himself a good shot opportunity.
To the inside. Here's Reed. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. It's Bridges on the wing. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Pass to Booker. Shot clock at 6. From the arc. McLaughlin with the rebound. Minnesota's gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Ayton passes to Booker. And the layup is good off the glass.
Well, you take control of what you can take advantage of, and that means playing through contact.
Here's McLaughlin. He's guarded by Paul. Outside, Anderson. Lets the 3 fly. Hits a 3-pointer.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Outside Booker. Pass to Bridges. From deep. From beyond the arc, and then some.
How about the range from Mikal Bridges? Not intimidated by the extra distance.
Here's McLaughlin. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Out to the right wing. Reed for 3. The rebound by Bridges. The Suns have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. For 3, Booker. Minnesota with a rebound.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
On target from range.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Booker, the pass to Bridges. Back to Booker. Here's the three, and the three-pointer goes. Booker's got 5 points now in the quarter.
How about the competitor answering? Mr. Booker put it back with a three-point answer.
Drains the triple.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Booker. 7 points in the game. Another three for Phoenix.
Well, Booker is in three-point territory. The defense has got to be there on the catch. He's got such tremendous accuracy from deep.
Here's Noel. Here's McLaughlin. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Crowder right side. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Well, Mr. Ayton decides, why just lay it up when you can finish with authority?
Minnesota's gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6. Here's McLaughlin. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Crowder with a steal, and they're on the run. Here's Booker. Again, the Suns good for 2.
Well, you love the lethal scoring ability off the dribble. Booker putting extraordinary pressure on the defense.
And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution on the court.
Towns for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Shamet, no good. The Timberwolves have gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Outside Edwards. From deep three-point range. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. They have a confident 20-point lead right. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the court for the Timberwolves, Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. Edwards can't hit. And Phoenix shooting just 33% so far in this game. Saric with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Lee on the wing. Towns against Johnson. Here's the pick. And the 3 off target. Johnson against Towns. Outside Russell. Back to Towns. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Johnson. Towns has gone 2 of 5 from the floor. He shoots. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Edwards. Here he goes. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
Phoenix calls timeout. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Anthony Edwards.
This is special. We are witnessing a legendary performance here tonight. He is like levels above everyone else on the floor. Something must have clicked for him in warm-ups tonight. He's just come out and he has run wild.
This crowd had no idea what they were in for. He came in and silenced them with a dominant performance. He was an intimidating presence tonight. This audience didn't seem to affect him in the slightest. Now here's Russell. Pass to Edwards from deep. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got 5 assists in the game. It's Booker on the wing. Guarded by Edwards. It's Booker on the wing. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Timberwolves have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. Phoenix has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot, but better luck next time, maybe.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Russell, that's good.
As important as spacing is in today's game, point guards must have the deep shot as part of their arsenal. D'Angelo Russell, nicely done.
Now here's Booker. Sends it home from three-point land. Booker's got 16 points here in the second half. The Timberwolves have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Outside Edwards. From deep. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Well, Rudy Gobert securing the board and making sure to convert.
Outside Booker. From deep three-point range. Stolen by Russell. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Phoenix has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the fourth.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Timberwolves.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, BA, just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Anthony Edwards.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
And it's Phoenix's ball. From deep. And Booker hits from deep.
Booker playing a little bit of cat and mouse. Smart enough to know when it's better to pull up.
35 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Now Edwards. From deep three-point range. That shot missing. Here's Booker. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Here's Towns.
That is
wow!
Unreal.
Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Unreal! A whole lot of everything from Karl Anthony Towns, the big who can stretch you from distance.
Booker for 3. It's off. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie LaFleur.
And Greg, you were talking about this. What you appreciate about this matchup, the team-first mindset on both sides.
Very unselfish, and we're going to see guys moving the ball. And, Kevin, they play for one another. That's why these clubs rack up so many assists.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point guard. Just 4 to shoot. Paul's shot is off. The 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And here are the Grizzlies. Here's Morant. Outside for Jackson. Outside, Bain. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Well, it was such a feel-good moment, at least for a little while. Mikal Bridges grew up in Philly, obviously played his college ball there, and his mom was working for the 76ers at the time, so it just felt right as the 10th overall pick in the 2018 draft for him to be a 76er.
The 3 from Morant. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And no question, Morant has the range. Now he's working on the consistency, but the shot looks good.
Now here's Paul. That one, no good. Morant with some nice D. Mikal's time in Philly was very short, Brent. Bridges traded Phoenix on draft night.
Well, that was a bit of a shocker. I mean, all the talk about being the hometown hero, and then all of a sudden he's on his way to the desert heading towards Phoenix. But you look at Mikal's career, he's been awesome for the Suns. I mean, what development as a 3-and-D player, making the finals, signing a big extension, such a huge part of the Phoenix Suns franchise in their future.
And here's Morant after Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep. Outside, Bain. Brooks, left side. Back to Bain. With the shot. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Monty Williams. He told me defensively they have to stop dribble penetration, challenge the lobs at the basket, and generally make it difficult to get to the front of the rim. They don't want this to turn into a dunk fest because that will not end in their favor. Guys?
All right, David, thanks.
And Booker just one of these guys who's calculating on the offensive end. He's trying to figure out what defenses are doing. He's always working hard to find shots, and he's going to influence the game with the way he can produce.
For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Outside, Bain. Back to Morant.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Left side, Bain. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Devin Booker.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Memphis shooting their first free throws of the game.
At the line for 2.
And Bain drops them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line. And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Now here's Booker. 5 to shoot. Here's Crowder. It's hauled in by Adams.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Bain finds Adams. Brooks with no one around. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Jackson, that's good.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant.
And Paul gets it to go in. Memphis leading by 6. Morant scanning the floor. Brooks dishes to Morant. Back to Brooks. Here's the 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3. Chris Paul picks up that one.
And one of these modern wings who doesn't just shoot threes. Brooks is a tough guy to cover.
And he nails the 3rd. We've got 33 seconds left to play here in the first. Booker outside. Crowder sets a screen for Booker. Drives to the hoop. And the dunk by Booker.
Booker taking a little bit of it out on the rim that time.
And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. They lead by 7. Pass to Bane. Lets it go from deep. A three-pointer is right on target. Bane's got 7.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight,
the first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. Memphis out in front. They're up by 10. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
I love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the center position.
He's not going to miss an opportunity to find a teammate. Chris Paul delivers.
On the wing, Jackson. Back to Morant. Bane against Paul. Morant outside. Clock is at 3, and they double up Morant. 2 free throws coming up, and it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the
previous play is under review.
what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays,
the ruling on the floor is confirmed.
The action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And you hear the term point forward. But then, Greg, you had Magic Johnson, 6'9", but still a point guard. So what's the difference?
Well, when you talk about a point forward, it's someone whose versatility extends to their playmaking. Magic is the rare talent who redefined the point guard position.
Morant kicks to Bane. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
And he makes all 3. Here's Paul. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Booker outside. Jacks up a 3. Good on the three-point shot. Booker's got 12 points in the game.
He's been a little more selective in shooting threes, has Devin Booker, but man, when he makes one, sometimes he'll open up a can of them.
Morant with a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Morant's got the lead up to 12 now for Memphis. Well, Brent, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
Booker against Morant. Passes to Bane. Bane drawn the double team. Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Kicks it out to Booker. From the arc. Grizzlies with the rebound. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Adams, the pass to Brooks. Out to Morant. To the paint. Crowder with the steal. Morant with the steal. Dives for it. And stolen by Ayton. And Bridges with a clear path to the basket. Kicks it out to Paul. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. High post try, and the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Yeah, he'd like to have that one back. I think there was an angle to get to that ball, but a bit reckless on that play.
Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Devin Booker. Morant outside. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Booker left side. Over Bane. And it's Phoenix scoring again.
So far, he's a can't-miss player. A superb scorer who plays to his strength.
Morant against Booker. Morant pushes to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in him.
The kick out to Crowder. His three-pointers off the mark. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. On the wing, Bane. Outside Jackson. Out to Morant. Back to Brooks. Shot clock at 6. And it's Morant missing.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Payne for 3. And so it's Memphis with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll get right. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. Who's out there for Phoenix. Here's Shamet, and he banks in the lane. Shamet's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Suns.
Hits his first attempt of the half. Not what you'd call suffocating D on that possession.
Jones with him. He's picked up by Lee. Jones drives in. They kick it out to Green. Back to Clark. Memphis moving that ball around. Outside, Jones drains it from beyond the arc. And the Grizzlies lead by 11.
You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Here's Shamet. Lays it up and banks it in.
That's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
And here's Jones. And there's the pass to Clark. Jones looking for an opening. Outside, Green. Kicks it out to Jones. Lets the three fly. And Lee pulls it down.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And that one's good, Shamet.
Well, when he's not spotting up, part of his offensive arsenal is Shamet's pull-up game.
Pass to Clark. Here's Jones. Banked in off the glass. Jones has got 5 points in the quarter.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. That's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Suns trail by 8 to the middle. Got a piece of it. Shamet with the steal. Washington inside. Defended by Jones. Lee kicks to Washington. Driving the lane, and the layup's good off the glass.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Jones, the pass to Green. Here's Conchar. He's covered by Shamet. 6 to shoot. Jones dishes to Clark. For 3, Williams, and the 3 ball is good.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Here's Shamet. It's stolen by Green. The half-court bomb falls off target. Lee passes to Johnson. Launches it. They get it back. Pass to Washington. Here's Shamet. The good-looking shot from the wing. Shamet's got 9 points here in the second half.
Nice job by the team to set up Shamet on that play.
Jones kicks to Clark. Pass to Williams to the right side. Here's Conchar. Lays it up off the glass. Conchar's got his first points of the game.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
With the step back. Here's Shamet. No good from outside. And it's Williams with the ball for Memphis. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Clark kicks to Williams. Outside, Jones. 29 seconds left in the third. A shot by Williams, no good. Suns trail by 9. The pass to Washington. Shamet with it, working on Williams. Fade away, and it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, he wanted to keep that shot from getting blocked, but in the process, he gave it no chance of going in because of how unbalanced he was on the fade.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Landry Shamet. That is his first foul of the game. The 3 from Morant. And so it's Memphis in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. A good fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Phoenix has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13 on the court for Memphis to start the fourth. At Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. For 3, Bridges. He can't hit that time. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Booker against Morant. Outside Jackson. Back to Morant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
Both free throws good from Morant. Suns trail by 11. Now here's Paul. Out to the right wing. Ayton against Adams. And it's Ayton missing. Memphis leading by 11. Floats it up there for Morant. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
3-pointer. And the Suns miss again. The Grizzlies shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Jackson passes to Morant. Back to Jackson. Out to Brooks. Puts up a 3. A new 14 for the Grizzlies. Jackson finds Adams. Adams with the screen on Booker. And it's Morant missing. Suns trail by 13. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Booker heating up like this, it's going to lift the confidence of the entire team when he gets it going offensively.
Morant with it. Outside, Bain. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Morant kicks to Brooks. Just 5 to shoot. Morant outside. That's tipped.
Yeah, good job. Just staying alert there, snatching up that long rebound.
Releases. And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Devin Booker.
The fluid shooting motion. Devin Booker, so effortless.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. And they double up Morant. Inside, Jackson. Count that one. And the Grizzlies lead by 11.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
Paul passes to Crowder. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
It's pretty much not how they wanted to bend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Bain, no good. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Kicks to Ayton. On the wing, Booker, guarded by Bain. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Adams. Bridges with the steal. Fast break, here they come. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And how about that? Ayton stepping up, wanting the pressure.
Up top, Morant, defended by Booker. Jackson passes to Morant. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Guys, a critical time for them in this ballgame.
You got to play mistake-free.
The ball. Suns moving the ball around. Booker with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Ayton kicks to Booker. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, it counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And Booker, not just an onlooker. How about that one?
Booker against Morant. Jackson dishes to Morant. And a wide open look for Payne. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
Well, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
So it's Memphis. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap